So the problem is that you think everyone is on a budget. Like God has a limited amount of money. So it's like you take small, you take small, you take small, and that's your problem. But the thing is, God is abundant. Look around. The amount of sand, the amount of stars, the amount of water, the amount of land. That's a lie. So today I'll be talking about, oh, this my marker isn't working. Today I'll be talking about, can I have another marker? Yeah. Today I'm talking about God has many hits. And hits I'm talking about is like music. The amount of songs, what happened?
H factor.
Talk. Huh?
H factor.
H factor.
Heat.
Hits.
You said it.
So my assistant at the back is correcting me that it is it. God has many hits. Did I get it? Hits. Hits.
Yeah.
God has many hits.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. So God has many hits. Did I get it? Right. God has many hits, and you are here. This is what you are thinking. This is how you talk. Oh my God, there's not a lot. Things are scarce. It will not work out. If I write a book right now, let me to write another book that will do well. If a client calls me now and gives me 1 million naira, is it possible that I can ever achieve that? That's you here. And my job, my plan, my goal is to take you to this position where you are like, oh my God, it's too much. In fact, I don't want to waste it. Why are you giving me so much? Money plenty, clients plenty, too choke. That's my goal. And I wrote out so many things here on how I want to take you from year to year. And I promise that if you watch this from beginning to the very end, I have about 17 ideas. I literally am pulling out every single thing I believe about abundance. I'm giving you an abundance of ideas. And if you believe it, I promise you, your life will be a life of plentiful. How they say it in the Bible, your cup runneth over, something like that. Do you know that verse? You don't know your cup runneth over? I shall in the verse like your cup runneth over. And I'm saying your cup will run it over. So many of you right now are just sticking to that cup and holding it. I don't want the water to finish. I'm saying God can be pouring so much that it is overflowing, and many other people even bring their cups to want to drink from it. How? Listen to me. So I'm going to go to the very first thing. And the very first thing is that you think everyone is on a budget. Please stop doing that. And this comes from the fact that we try to humanize God. So we go and meet your daddy. Daddy, give me 1 million naira. I want to pay for my scripture. Daddy gives it to you. Tomorrow, daddy, give me this. Next tomorrow, daddy, give me this. On the fourth day when you go and meet daddy, daddy's like, calm down now. Calm down now. But according to Christians, God is your father too. God is your daddy. And this daddy is different from your earthly daddy. So I'm saying stop humanizing, stop. I think it's one of the biggest sins. In Islam, they call it shirk. Shirk is when you ascribe something of human beings to God. So it is on this planet, it is human beings that are scarce. But the moment you start to look at God as if God is a human being, you are committing the biggest sin ever. So that's the first thing you should understand. That if you are operating from a scarcity mindset, if you are saying, oh my God, it will not work out, you are committing a sin. And go down on your knees right now and tell God, God, I'm sorry. That's the first thing. Now that we know that, let's talk about why. That's the first thing. Why are we even scarce? There are 3 things I wrote down here. The very first thing is we have to look at history. So our forefathers were in the jungle. And they were facing things like lions, snake, predators. As a result of that, there was no reason for them to think abundantly. Scarcity was the way to survive. So what do I mean? Many things no day. So they know that if I want to eat food, I have to go out by this certain time, I have to fight this person, I have to kill this certain thing, and then I will get food and it's alright. So because of that, as long as something works, them trying other ways for stuff to work is not necessary for them. In science, they call it fight or flight response. Fight or flight response. So the reason we think in scarcity is because our brain is still thinking like why in that time. So our brain is not trying to do stuff again. But if you look around in the world right now, There's no snake, there's no lion, there's nothing attacking you. All our problems are actually psychological. So right now, it makes sense for us to believe that everything is abundant, yet we are still thinking like everything is scarce. Like there's not enough money. But actually, go and check it. If they share all the money that's available in the world to everybody, everybody will have more than enough. We're thinking, oh my God, there's not enough opportunities. The amount of opportunities that are around, they share it around, everybody will have enough. You are thinking, oh my God, the planet is scarce. But you know the amount of planets God actually created? Everything is abundant. So that's the first thing. So the reason you feel like that is because of our brain is used to scarcity, and you must realize that we're not in the old time again. That's the first thing. The second thing is something called survivor's guilt. Survivor's guilt is the title of a song from Dave that I love. I didn't even sing that in Survivor's Guilt. I feel like my I don't know what that means. Anyways, but survivor's guilt, and this is why most of us live in scarcity mindset. Survivor's guilt is basically, and it happened to me. For the longest while, I wanted to write a book, but the reason I did not write a book was because I was telling myself, who am I to be an author? What would other people think of me? My friends, they'll start to think I'm a big boy. For the longest time, I was making videos, and I was bothered. I did not want my videos to go viral because I was bothered that we walk on the road with my friends and people. I should not write it down.
Yes.
Okay. So for the longest time, I was making videos, but I was scared of going viral. But I really wanted to go viral. But the only reason I didn't try to actually go viral was because I was saying to myself that if I go viral and I'm so popular, I'll be working with my friends on the road and people will come and meet me and be like, I know you more, I know you more. And it was happening plenty times that I felt that my friends were feeling somehow. I don't know if they were feeling somehow, but I felt like that because of that, subconsciously, I was self-sabotaging my actions towards success. I was self-sabotaging my abundance. I did not want followers because I felt that I will be. Survivor's guilt means out of all of you in your village, now only you survive. So just like all of you in your village, people are going through the ghetto, things are happening, things are sad. You were the only one that survived. Because you're the only one that survived, you are now feeling bad. And most of us, we bring the survivor's guilt into abundance. You want so much in your life, you know you deserve so much in your life, so much money, so much success, so much happiness, so much results, so much potential that you fully have. But because you don't want to leave your homies behind, you don't want your friends to think you are too much, you don't want your parents to start billing you for money. Because of that, we don't then go for our abundance. We stick to the scarcity because almost everything we see, almost everyone around us are actually living in scarcity. So for us, it is safer, it is better to be with the homies, to be with the gang, to be with the family, to be with the environment, and all of us are both scarce. Maybe you're just better than them small. That's what the Nigerian mindset of I better pass my neighbor, I'm better than them small. When deep down you know that you can have so much more. But survivor's guilt is always keeping you back. And even when you go and look at it in the time past, when before things happen now, go and watch all these Yoruba movies, Shawo there. When they wanted to punish somebody in the past, they don't really put you in jail, they don't kill you, they exile you. They take you away from the society and tell you to go out into the dungeon. Because that would actually kill you so much more than you being around people. Because as humans, we are social beings, so we love our people, we love our friends, we love to relate, we love to connect. So the moment you have the audacity to say that I want to live an abundant life, the moment you have the audacity to say that God, this plenty each you have, give me one, give me two, give me plenty. The moment you say that, it means you are also saying, I don't want to be like my environment. I don't want to be like my family. I don't want to be like my friends. And two things are fighting in your head because a part of you wants to be close with your homies. A part of you also wants to live an abundant life. So as a result, most times we choose scarcity. As long as I just better pass them small. I don't need to be too much because I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be exiled. I don't want to feel like you are killing me. Because to take me away from my people feels like you are killing me. So that's the second reason why most of us stick to scarcity mindset. It's not that we love it like that, it's that it is safer, it is better for us, right? So that's for that. I'll tell you the third thing why most of us are used to scarcity. The last one is low self-worth. You have a low self-esteem. shit. You have a low self-esteem. And it's not your fault. Me, I don't have a low self-esteem. I have an okay self-esteem, but my self-esteem can be better and be higher. Right? But for me, the reason I have such a self-esteem is because of I grew up in a family, in a background, and an environment that supported my goals from small. It's not how small. If I say I wanted to be first position, you'll be like, yes, be first position, and if you get it, we'll give you bicycle. So the conditions, the environment made me actually go for my goals. And when I go for my goals, I achieve it. It made me believe in myself that I can go for a bigger goal. And that's how my self-esteem is good. It's not the best, my self-esteem is good. But for most people that have low self-esteem, it comes from the fact that when you were much younger, and when we were much younger, from like 0 to 7, our brain was very impressionable, very conditional. Anything you learn in that period enters into your head directly. It is the reason why anybody can speak a language of where they were born. Because you were 0 to 7, you heard everybody speaking it. So if you were within the age of 0 to 7 and you lived in 5 countries, you will not speak 5 languages. Because our brain could capture anything like mad. Now, instead of your brain to be capturing 5 different languages or capturing money, abundance, that's what Otedela probably did to his kids. What your own brain was capturing in your house most likely is low self-esteem. You say, oh my God, I want to be first position. And they tell you, are you sure you can eat that much? You don't even have the mind to say I want to be first position because you woke up in a house where your sister was getting 7th position and daddy was always beating her. Instead of daddy to tell her that she can become first position. So naturally you even see that, oh my God, it is hard to become first position. It is hard to make money. It is hard to be abundant from small. As a result, it has entered into your subconscious at 0 to 7, and no matter till you die, till you are 70, till you are 100, you always believe that you cannot do anything. But how true is that? Because it's not your parents, it's not your condition, it's not your environment that created you. Who created you is God. And how God see you is the best way to actually know your self-worth. So when someone says I have a low self-esteem, what they are saying is I mirrored other people's low self-esteem. But if you look at it from the way God sees you, I'm going to read the Bible, read the Quran, the way God talk about you. God does not create junk. So God cannot create something that is not greatness, because God is greatness. So my point is, the reason you are used to scarcity is because you are listening to other people's definition of you. You need to go and find out how God defines you. And I'm going to tell you straight. God is great. He wants you to be great. God creates. He wants you to create. God is abundant, so you are abundant. So if in your life all you see is scarcity, maybe it's because of you are listening to Satan. The moment you start listening to God, the only thing you will see is abundance. The only thing you see is abundance, which goes to the next point. So that's why people are used to scarcity. So, which goes to the next point. Why I tell you God is abundance is proof. So I'm going to tell you, let's look at its evidence. I don't just want to say it. I want us to look at nature, right? In nature, I think they say the world is made up 1/3 of land, 2/3 of water. This 1/3 of land, till we die, we're over 8 billion people in population in the world now, I'm not sure. Till we die, we can never ever use this land finish. And it's only what? 1/3 of the earth. Now, Earth is just one planet. Out of the maybe 12 planets science said we have, Uranus, Jupiter, Sun, Mars, whatever. Now, these are the planets science knows of. And every single day, science wakes up and discovers new planets. Until they die, till the world comes to an end, there are some planets, there are some galaxies, there are some universes that we will never know. That is how abundant land is. Water is even crazier. Water is crazier, and I'm going to talk about an analogy later in my speech. That you go to the ocean. If 8 billion of us, forget about the ocean, just one, maybe river now. If 8 billion of us go there and say we want to take the amount of water that we drink, the water cannot finish. Because 1, the water is abundant. 2, the water is what? Self-sufficient. Why is the water abundant? That's why even the way God created the world and nature, it doesn't make sense for you to say you are scarcity. Guess what? How they teach us that stuff in science. You drink water, right? It does some stuff in your stomach. Eventually you pee it. You pee it somehow, everything it goes into the soil. From the soil it evaporates into the sky. From the sky it comes down and it rains back. It cannot finish. God is so perfect, it cannot finish. That's water. Let me give you another evidence of abundance. Fruit. A seed. Oh God. God is powerful. You know how in Arabic they say Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar means God is the greatest. My method say that they've not found the right word to describe God, because greatest cannot come to expect. A seed, I used to say. In an apple, you can count how many seeds are in an apple. If I get an apple now, I'll break it down, you can see 20 seeds there. In one apple, there are 20 seeds. So you can count. But how do you count how many apples are in one seed? You can't. Because the seed will lead to an apple, that will lead to 20 seeds, that will lead to 400 apples, that will lead to 4,000 from one seed. The apple is bigger than the seed. Yet you can count how many seeds are in the apple, but in this seed, you cannot begin to fathom the amount of apples. And you come and tell me you are believing in scarcity when God is showing you plenty examples of abundance. Look at the sky. You look at it like this. You think it is ending somewhere. You get to that part, it is still going. The amount of stars. Go to the desert, sand. So, there's enough proof in the world that abundance doesn't only exist, it is your birthright. God created you. You are of nature. And if nature is abundant, you are abundant too. So where are you getting this stupid assumption that you cannot make enough money? You cannot be as successful as you want. That book you wrote, you cannot write another one. That the song you did, you won into one, another song cannot come. That all your life you were in first position in secondary school, and you failed your first jam, that you can never pass another exam. Where is that coming from? Is it Satan that created you? If it's Satan, you can think like that, but if it's God that created you, abundance is your birthright. It is not a privilege, it's yours. The point is, are you going to claim this birthright? Now, I want to give you another example. So, was it, I think one day I was listening to a story from the Quran. And it was something like, I think someone went to meet, I can't remember the story, someone went to meet Prophet Solomon. And Solomon, according to the Quran, I don't know what the Bible says about it, Solomon had the power to speak to animals. Did he have that power in the Bible? Do you know? You don't know. He just had 700 concubines. 700 wives and 300 concubines. That nigga is the gold, man. But anyways, there's a story, either in the Quran or maybe an hadith. I don't know what it is, I can't remember. But it goes along the lines of someone came to ask Solomon about how things are not working well, they are hungry and things of that sort. And Solomon pointed to an ant and told the guy that this ant that is walking, how do you think it feeds? And the guy was like, I don't know. But then you keep seeing ants every day. That means what? The ant feeds. The God that created the ant will feed the ant. What?
Yeah, you also don't understand the language of
Animals. Yeah, exactly. So, if God is taking care of ants, if God created the world in a way that the trees can take care of it, just like the trees, the oxygen that we breathe in and the carbon dioxide that we breathe out, is that carbon dioxide then they are breathing in and the oxygen that, do you understand how God designed the world for it to be so abundant? Okay. So that's that. Now another thing I want you to click in your mind is that another thing people do not pay attention as to why abundance is their birthright is because the woman fojú dín nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run fún wọn. In English, it's like they underestimate, they underrate, they underregard the current thing they have. So there's a story about how Columbus discovered America. He's the guy that discovered America. So he was probably wandering in the wilderness and the desert trying to find somewhere to settle. And he didn't see for a long while, but he kept on pushing, kept on pushing. And at one point, he saw twigs. So twigs are like branches broken down from a tree. He saw twigs on the floor, right? And as he saw twigs on the floor, that gave him some proof that I've been seeing sand all my life. So that's probably scarcity. I've not seen sign of land since. But the fact that I'm seeing twigs right now, maybe I would see land. Forget maybe. I will surely see land if God has, I don't know if you believe in God. If God has shown me twigs, I will surely see land. And he kept on. At one point, he saw birds. So if you see birds hovering at the point, there's probably water there. He saw water, then he saw land, and he saw America. And America is like the greatest country on planet so far, right? Beautiful. Now, I want you to extrapolate that to yourself and ask yourself that 10K you received yesterday that is making you feel like God hates me, life is hard. The fact that God can give you 10K is not proof that He can give you 1 million. If He can give you 1 million, He can give you 10 million. If He can give you 10 million, He can give you 100 million. Because to God, there's no difference between 10K, 100K, 1 million. It no mean anything to Him. Now we come up with numbers for measurement. It is the same thing. So what I'm saying is, something that is twig to you, something that is small to you, is big to somebody. Another thing you need to understand about abundance is people look at it as different. If I tell you to tell me a number that is abundant, how much would you have in your bank account that you think is abundant for you? Give me a number. That if you had that money in your bank account, like it's sure for you, like
Yeah, sure.
that you are rich here.
Let's say 10 million.
10 million, good. If you ask me, I'll say 100 million, right? But you can see that's where you are. That's where I am, right? Now, if you ask someone like $10 or Bill Gates, like 10 million, 100 million is something they make in a minute. So, and now 10 million is what some people are going to make in a year. Like that's their goal. That's the level of abundance. But to God, at it 10 million, at it 1 naira, at it 10 naira, at it 10 million, it don't mean anything. So I'm saying that the fact that you have 10K or that thing you have currently in your life, as long as it is not zero, do not fojude that thing. Do not underregard that thing. That thing is proof that God can do bigger for you. Small wins are a demonstration of a bigger thing. The little twigs are a demonstration of an America that you've not yet found. So don't use those twigs. Don't use those small wins as a proof that, oh my God, my life is scarce. Use it as a proof that if God can give me this one, I just need to stick to what I truly want and stick to what He wants for me, and He'll give me so much more. That's the way an abundant person would think. Okay. So let's go to the next thing. The next thing is law of polarity, and I love this law so much. Why is my marker not working? My marker is not working. Okay, it's working on this side. Law of polarity. This is from the book The Kybalion, and everybody should go read The Kybalion. So, law of polarity is one of the hermetic laws. Hermetic laws are like esoteric laws, the laws of the universe, right? And when they call something a law, it is not a rule. It wasn't created, it means it works. So, like the law of gravity. No matter what I do, the law of gravity states that if you throw something up, everything that goes up must come down. It's a law. Like, Kosin Kotobeshi about you can't do anything about it. So it means it works. You don't need to believe in it, it just works. So law of polarity means that there are two extreme poles. Why is this marker not working? There are two extreme poles. There is rich, there is poor. There is happy, there is sad. There is right, there is left. There is abundance, there is scarcity. The perfect example I like to use, there is cold, there is hot. So if you go to my tap right now and we switch on the water and you put your hand under there, you don't know whether it's cold or hot because the water is calm, right? Now, if I boil that same water in pot, it becomes hot. That is the one extreme. That same water, if I put it inside freezer and it freezes, it becomes cold. That is the other extreme. But in the middle, what you call it? Some people say warm, some people say calm, but it just is. It depends on where it is on this line that makes you say, oh, it is hot, it is very hot, it is crazy hot, it is burning, oh, it is cool, it is cold, it is freezing, it is blocked, it is iced. Right? Now, in this world, we always say somebody is rich, somebody is poor. The water is cold, the water is hot. But the thing is, nobody is rich, nobody is poor, no water is cold, no water is hot. It depends on what you compare it against. So like I said, Elon Musk is rich, I am rich. Compared to Elon Musk, I am poor. Compared to somebody down the street, I am rich. So the point is, we see life from two angles. There's rich, there's poor, there's up, there's down, there's left, there's right. But the law of polarity says they are not two. It is actually just one long line. It depends on where you are on the line. It is one long line. So another example to look at it is so now let's bring it down to abundance and scarce. Abundance, scarce. So we can say scarce is somebody that has 10k. We can say abundance is someone that has 1 million. For another person, it can be scarce is having 1 million, abundance is having 10 million. The point I'm trying to say is, to God, and the way you should look at it is, there is no scarce, there is no abundance. It is just one line. Forget about scarce, forget about abundance. Just understand that I'm on 10k right now. I want to move to 100k. I want to move to 1 million. I want to move to 10 million. Right. So now when you understand that, it makes you not give in to two powers. So what do I mean? The reason this thing is a problem is that the fact that you believe there is scarcity and you believe there is abundance is making you give in to two powers. It's just like believing there is, like, now some people say like, oh, the devil made me do that stuff. Devil cannot make you do anything. God is the only powerful being. But the moment you believe the devil can make you do something, you have given your belief, because how anything has a power over you is the belief you give that thing. So the moment you believe God can make me do something and devil can make me do something, now you believe in two powers, and those two powers will what? Control you. Now there's people that believe in God, they believe in Satan, they also believe in Ifa. Now they've given their powers to three things. These three things can control me. Aisha, your broom is disturbing me. These three things can control me. Now I've given your power to three things. Now I'm saying that based on the law of polarity, to the outside world, there is rich, there is poor, there is abundance, there is scarce, there is cold, there is hot. But if you really want to live an amazing life, do not look at it as abundant or scarce. Do not look at it as Satan and God. Just look at it as one power. So when you look at it as God alone, that means you are now telling God that I only believe in abundance. So if you only believe in God, if someone like me, like someone come and tell me that, oh, Satan made me lie, I'll tell them, no, I do not believe Satan made me lie. I believe God is in total control of me. I made myself lie. Because I believe only in God, the only power that can actually have power over me is what? God. So anytime, even if Satan does something to me, I believe the only reason Satan can do something to me is because God allowed him the permission to. So I believe in who alone? I believe in God. Now, me, I'm telling you that your problem comes from believing in two things. Don't believe in scarcity. Forget about it. Just understand that this is not scarcity, this is not abundance. This is one line of prosperity. And that I am on this line right now. I will keep on moving until I be on this line. I'll keep on moving, I'll be on this line. So my thing is, forget about scarcity and just believe that abundance. So don't say I am poor. Say I am less rich, but I can be more rich. Do not say the water is hot. The water is cold, it can be more cold. Once you understand the law of polarity from that angle, you can use it in any point in your life. So like for me now, if something is not working out, what do you say?
I'm just saying
that
law of polarity means law of progression.
Yeah, you can look at it from that everything is corresponding. Actually, I said that broom is disturbing me and you are still sweeping. It's disturbing me now. Do somewhere else. Oh, yeah, do what you're doing, but you're disturbing me. Anyways, it is one progression, right? So it's just like when someone say, I am happy and I am sad. Sad, happy. But the moment you say, I am sad, you are giving into the power that sadness is something that can happen in your life. Forget about it. Just believe that, okay, oh, I shout. I am happy and I am sad. You are disturbing me. You are disturbing me. You are disturbing
2
me.
minutes.
You are disturbing
2
me.
minutes.
I cannot stop. Anyways,
Let me pass this.
the point is just believe only in God. And to God, God does not know what? Scarcity. God will am I saying it? So just believe in God. And when you believe only in God, that means you're not believing in Satan. That means to God, God does not see scarcity. God only sees what? Abundance. Now to God, God is asking you, what level of abundance do you want? Is it 1K? Is it 10K? Is it 100K? Is it 1 million? When you see things from this angle, your job is only to progress, not, oh, I am sad or I am happy. So that's the next thing. Please, everyone, go read the Kibalion. I really think it will make you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's it. Your belief in two powers is the following. The moment you believe only in one power, so you believe only in God, and you believe only in abundance, the only thing you see in your life is abundance. Like for me now, if something doesn't work out for me, I do not believe it did not work out for me. I believe everything is always working out for me. Because most people see, oh, it did not work out and it works out. Me, I've scrapped this one. The only thing I see is it works out. So even when something doesn't work out, I just realize that it is progression. It will eventually work out. How many minutes do I have remaining on that thing there?
31 minutes.
31 minutes. Alright. So that's that. So now my question for whoever that is listening right now is, what is your payoff for staying scarce? What is your payoff for staying safe? What is your payoff for staying small? The truth of the matter is, the reason people do things is because of there is something they are gaining from it. The reason people do anything at all in this life, we do not do anything for no reason. When you go and study NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. Every action people do, the only reason they are doing that thing is because they believe that thing is doing something good to them. So my question is, what is so good about scarcity that you are choosing to let it be the way you live your life? I don't know, it's like sometimes we like suffering. Low key, if they give you $1 million right now, even though on our status we talk about it, we want it, deep down you don't want it. Because if you want it, you'd have started doing things towards getting it. But we are okay with our 10K or 100K or 1 million, because that's still alright. My question is, what is your payoff? What are you enjoying? You need to ask yourself that. Every single time I've grown in my life, it is when I paused and asked myself this. So just like I told you guys about how I was sabotaging my followers and my content because I did not want to blow. For a long while, I used to say I don't want to blow too fast. And I was lying to myself, because the same me will use the whole day just to work on one video, and I'll post it and I'll see 2 comments and I'll feel sad, I'll feel down. Yet I'm saying I don't want to blow too fast. When a video doesn't do well, I am crying. So I had to come to terms, and I put myself on paper and I asked myself, what is the payoff? What am I enjoying from being small? What am I enjoying from living scarce? What is so nice about the fact that I've not blown up? I asked myself, and I came to terms with what I liked the idea of, oh, me and my guys, we still did grow together. When I knew that I wanted so much growth, I liked the idea of me and my guys, we still did grow together. And it's not bad to like that. I just brought it to my peripheral, like, oh, I like me and my guys, we go together, good. Now, the reason this thing is fighting in my mind, the reason I'm feeling sad, all your emotions again are telling you something. The reason you're feeling sad, the reason you're feeling bad about this thing is because there is a message it's passing to you. So I now ask myself, what is the message this feeling of sadness and badness and depression of when my video doesn't go well, what is it telling me? It is telling me that although I want me and my guys to do well, there is something else I want. And that something else I want is fighting with this. So what's that something else I want? I asked myself, and it was that I want me and my guys to grow well together, but I also want to grow like mad. And the kind of growth I want I cannot let it be dependent on me and my guys. So now I add 2 months. Do I want to grow so fast, whether my guys catch up or not, or do I want to grow with my guys? I examined it and I made a decision that yes, I want my guys to grow, but I cannot decide for them. What if some of them don't want to grow? So I now had to shift to my other want of I really want to grow so fast, and I locked in. And the way I made videos became different. The way I showed up became different. The way I paid for courses that taught me about storytelling became different. And now my videos took off. So I'm saying the reason you're not abundant in your life is that there is a part of you that loves staying small, loves being scarce, loves staying safe. Ask yourself, what are you gaining from staying scarce? When you know it, ask yourself, what would you gain if you were abundant? Put it side by side, make a decision. My problem is not in you making. If you say you want to stay small, that's fine. At least your decision is what you want, good. My problem is people that never make a decision. They are always torn in the middle. Oh my God, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling bad. I want this, I don't know. That's worse. So either be poor or be rich. But being in the middle is the most annoying. So that's for that. The next thing I have on my notes is something my mentor once told me. So I'll tell you a story. I've written a book, and when I put out that book, I put it out on an ebook, and people bought for about 2,500 pre-order. So eventually I had the mind and the audacity to create the hard copy. And I can't remember how much it cost for me to print it out. Maybe it cost me 3,000 to print the hard copy. And I put it out into the world and I priced it for 3,500, just about 500 naira profit on it, really. And some people were buying, and I was making small money from it. I was happy just signing the book and getting my 500 on it, something of that sort. But at one point, I don't know whether fuel scarcity happened, inflation just came up and everything was just higher in the country. Everything literally changed, higher in the country. And I wanted to increase the price of my book, but I did not have the mind. In my mind, I wanted to increase it to like 6.5 or 5.5. But then someone will come and tell me they want to buy it, and I've increased it. But someone come and tell me they want to buy it, and I'm like, actually, how much is it? It's 5. No, it's 4,000. I would be hesitating. I would be fidgeting. I'd be like, 4,000 came up from it, and they will buy it. And it was holding me back so down. I didn't know what to do. I knew I needed to increase the price. I knew the value that was coming out of the book is way more than 75k, but my subconscious was stopping me. The scarcity mindset I was used to was stopping me. I did not believe there was a world where somebody would pay 5.5 for my book when they can easily buy Atomic Habits or Rich Dad Poor Dad for 3,000. And the reason they can buy Rich Dad Poor Dad and Atomic Habits for 3,000 is because those guys are using big ass publishers, they are marketing, they are printing en masse. So it is okay for them to sell that at theirs. But me, I'm printing only 50 books. The cost is higher. But then I did not believe that. It did not make any sense to me. So that was my problem, and I went to meet my mentor. So we scheduled a date, right? And actually, anytime I go and speak to my mentor, I always write down about 13 things I'll talk about, because we meet like every 3 months. So I always have things to talk about. But this time around, I had only one thing, and it was just that thing. So I didn't even bother carrying my book. I just went to meet my mentor, and I spoke to him. How you doing? How's everything? And it was like, let's go get Amala. So he was driving me in his Porsche. We're going to go and get Amala. Then I started talking to him about my issue. So I want to increase the price of my book, but I did not believe anybody would buy. And as we're going towards the Amala date, he just turned his car around, we're Unilag, and he drove past the lagoon front. There was ocean water. And he said, Mo, look at this ocean water. Can you see how vast and abundant it is? I said, yes. He said that if you say you are thirsty, and I tell you to come and drink from this ocean water, the amount of water you get from the ocean water is dependent on the container you take. You can either take a spoon there, that's what you get. You take a cup there, you can take a bucket there, you can take a tanker there, you can siphon a pumping machine into the sea there. But no matter what you take there, the water will not feel like anything has come out of it. And he told me that is what God is like. God is as abundant as that. Now, what we ask of him is based on the container. So if you ask God that, God, I use my creativity, I use my time to write this book, and I only want to sell it for 3.5, God will bring customers to you that can only buy it for 3.5. But if you say, God, I want to make $10 million from this book, and because of that, I want to price it at 6k, and I want to sell it to so amount of people, God will attract the kind of people that would buy it. But God is not only attracting the kind of people that can buy it at 6k. It's because you first, you bought a container that can receive that kind of water from the ocean. And when you receive that kind of water from the ocean, it changes you. There's a difference in the way you are managing water from a teaspoon than the way you are managing water from a bucket than the way you are managing. Please let me try to fix this one. There's a difference between the way you're managing water from a teaspoon than if you're managing water from a cup, than if you're managing water from a bucket, than if you are pumping machine. Do it from the socket there. Yeah, just drag it out a little bit. Small. Yes. So, just drag the main one out small. No, that one is better. Yeah. How many minutes is it on the camera?
Oh my.
No problem.
You have 20 minutes left to use.
Shit, okay, so and the reason I'm saying that is because I now wanted to change the price to 6K, and I did. I changed it. But what changed in me was so much different. The way I marketed the book changed. The way I believed in the book changed. The stories I told changed. The effort I put in changed. Because of I have increased my mindset on abundant one, it made me now able to attract 6,000 worthy people. But when it was 3.5, I saw my frequency is on 3.5 and there is no way I can even create a video that will attract someone that buy it at 6K. Now that book is on 11.5 and I sell more in a week, in a month, selling it at 11.5 than how much I sold it combined total than when I was selling it at 2.5, 3.5. Can you see? Now I'm not even bothered when they ask me, oh, how the book is. Oh, just go get it. I don't even talk to them. Click the link, go get it. I'm not bothered. I hear people buy at 11.5 like easily, right? Now what changed? What has changed right now is I'm not even thinking about 11.5 right now. I took a bigger container to God. I'm not asking God for 10K, 100K. I read $100 million model by Alex Omozi, and now I'm thinking about can I make 100 million in my life? Because I'm thinking that 11.5 is like teaspoon. To me, I'm thinking tanker. I took a bigger container to God, and as a result, teaspoon, cup, bucket are just natural things in my life. So my thing is, first, see God as abundant, and no matter what you ask of Him, no touch Him. I don't know what you want to ask Him. Like, what do you want to ask Him? I was saying something like, if they shared Elon Musk's money amongst everybody in Nigeria, everybody get more than 1 million and everybody still be alright. Can you see how crazy that is? And that's just one source of income that God gave to one person. What do you want to ask God? Alright. So that starts. So the message from that man is just increase your container. I don't know what, and it's not easy to jump from a spoon to a tanker in one day. It's not possible. But at least today, jump from spoon to cup. Just try God. He will fill up the cup for you. Then jump from cup to bucket. Did you get? Then jump from bucket to tanker. Like jump. Don't just remain at the same container you are. So I'm going to give you like practical tips on how you can actually become an abundance person. The first thing is abundance is a muscle. It's just like going to the gym. The only way you would get more muscles. I don't go to the gym, guys. I'm sorry, because I'm gymming my brain. One day I'll have time to go and gym my body. But the way to increase your abundance container is the same way like going to the gym. You carry weight. When you carry it, if you are used to carry 5 kg, don't carry 5 kg. That's your container. So carry 10, carry 20. The one that is stretching you. Carry it to tear your muscles. It will pain you, but it is in that tearing and paining that it will heal. After it heal, the muscles then expand. The same thing for you. Like, ask God of more. Go for bigger things. You feel sad, you feel bad, you go chop air. Eventually it works, and it is in that healing that you realize that you were always settling. That's the first thing. The second thing is, we mostly think abundance is a one-way thing. I'm telling you, abundance is a two-way thing. Your abundance is going to show in two places. In the way you give and the way you receive. Now I gave you the story and I was talking about receiving, right? That carry a bigger container. My point is, do you have a bigger container of giving things out? How do you give? So, because both of them just like law of polarity, we think give and receive are two different things. To God, it is just one stream or flow of stuff. So, give. The reason you do not give abundantly of your time, of your energy, when you're making your book, when you're writing your song, when you're making that video, when you're at your job, the reason you do not give abundantly of your resources is because you believe in two powers. It's because you think that resources is scarce. And if you do not give well because you think it's scarce, you cannot also receive well because you also believe things are scarce. So one of the things that I used to do, like, there was a time when I give 100 naira easily to a beggar. Now I can give 1k easily to a beggar and he will touch me. And I'm telling you, there's something that happens to you when you move from being able to give 100 to 1k. The fact that you can give a beggar 1k easily, and one day to change to 10k, one day to change to 1 million. The fact that you can give a beggar 1k easily, it makes you have the audacity to sell your product for 1 million. Because if you can give, because to the beggar, when the beggar wakes up, the beggar is like, oh my God, nobody can give me 1k. Now 100 naira they always give me. And by chance, you give him what? 1k. And his mind is crazy. But you don't know that his own mind is crazy. The fact that you can do that, it is proof to God that you that you normally sell your product for 100k, somebody will reach out to you and be like, I want to buy that same product for 1 million. And you'll be surprised. The same thing happened to me recently. A company reached out to me that they want me to do a training for them. And I was trying to charge it at a particular price. And I sent out the invoice and they called me back like 2 weeks after that. They want me to just increase the price of the invoice. Just increase it. So they added like 1.5 million on top of it. Right? So my point is, giving and receiving, we see it as two different things. No. Give abundantly, receive abundantly. That's something God even does. So you have to look at examples of what is in God. God will give you so much. But God loves receiving praises. He wants you to praise Him. So it's both ways. Do not see it as different. That's one way to like test your abundance. So like if you normally give 2 hours of your energy when you're at your job, give 3 hours. Because it first starts, you're pouring that thing somewhere. It is a flow, it's like a cycle. That money, that thing is coming back to you. What you give out into the world is coming back into you somewhere. So if you cannot give a lot, how do you expect a lot to come to you? So that's for that. Another thing is experiment. I want you to practice deliberately. Like if you sell something for 10k, just for no reason increase the price to 15k. Just do it. Like try, be like, okay, God, I know you say you're abundant, but I'm not really sure. So I want to test if you're really abundant. So I'm just going to increase the price of this. Just try God and see what He does. Right? Another thing, the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. This is another thing. You know, I'm talking about recently, I'm saying give. You know, people struggle more with receiving than giving. Most people feel like anything they receive, they have to earn it first. And that's another sign of a scarcity mindset. I was at the mall one day and I was buying stuff for my uncle. And my friend asked me if he wants to get water for me. I did not need water. He just said he wants to get me water. I said, no, I don't need. And he was going. As he was going, I was like, oh, Tom, just get me the water. And the reason I told him to get me that water was because I was reading a book called The Trick to Money is Having Some. And in the book, what they were saying is that if you really want to have money, just have some money first. It will give you proof that you can have more money. And one of the things they said in the book is that if somebody wants to give you stuff, collect it. It is proof that God is you just, it's like a channel. You know how they say a tap that is not used for a long while, the water is not going to come out. So you need that channel to keep flowing. So if someone wants to give you something, collect it. So my friend was going, I was like, just buy me the water. Because I remember what I read in the Bible, like, just buy me the water. They say collect anything they give you. It was literally an exercise. Everything anybody offers you for free, collect it. So I told him, just buy me the water. because of what I read in the book. And he bought me the water, and we're lining up. And then one of that guy just came, and I've been craving chocolate. We went to the previous supermarket, I wasn't able to get it, and that supermarket they did not have it. No problem. You shall record it. We went to the first supermarket. Help me open this one. So, no. We went to the first supermarket, they did not have it. So that second supermarket they had it, but I did not remember. But I was planning I was eventually going to get it. And then, why are you disturbing me? And then, I was lining up trying to check out our goods. That's how one guy just came to me. Oh, I think I know you from somewhere. I'm like, I don't know. He said, what do you do? I said, I make content. He said, oh, maybe that's why I know. He said, I should press my TikTok. I pressed my TikTok. But he said, nice. Took a selfie with me. And I was trying to check out, and he went back and he went to buy me a sneaker chocolate. I swear I can't remember. He went to buy me a sneaker chocolate and he just bought it. But I just said, just for being a nice guy, take. And he paid for it. And I told my friend that I truly wanted that chocolate. I forgot about getting it. But because he wanted to get me water and I told him to go and get me that water, it was proof that I'm getting that chocolate. So, some of you, our parents taught us so many rubbish. Anywhere you go, if they give you something, do not collect it. The day God wants to give you something, you will not collect it. Do you know how many opportunities have passed us by just because scarcity mindset is tied to us? How many times you're in class, they will call you, come and lead the class in the assignment. Oh, I don't want to do it. Me, I'm doing a content creator session recently, and every single time they say, oh, Mo, come and do an interview, Mo, come and talk. Mo. Most people say, oh, I really say, and people are seeing me. So people are seeing me. When they see you, they can call you for the most opportunities. Same thing happened in ambassadorship, but I'm not only talking about opportunity and ambassadorship. I'm talking about if someone gives you stuff, it is not that someone that is giving you. It is not you that is even getting it. Every single thing that happens in this life is coming from a source, and that source is God. So if you get something, collect it. Collect it. It's from God, and it is proof for the bigger stuff you are still going to collect. So yeah, I mean, and the Bible says, ask and you shall receive. That's fact. In the Quran, there is a line that goes something like, asking God is ibadah. So what that means is, when you ask God for something, it is an act of worshiping Him. Because most people ask other people for stuff. Oh, I want something, they ask their mommy. I want something, they ask their daddy, they ask their teacher, they ask their boss. There's an hadith that says, Aisha radiallahu anha says that even when she's tying her shoelace, she asks God to help her. There's one nonsense I used to do one time. I used to be in lust, and I would like a girl. And I wanted to do things with the girl. And it was so bad to the point that I'd be like, God, please make this girl like me. Even though it was stupid, at least I was asking God to make the girl like me. And when you ask, in the Quran, it says when you ask God for something, God answers in 3 ways. Either God gives you a direct yes, God says, not now, I'll give you later when it's best for you, or God removes it and gives you something better. So, me asking God, please make the girl like me. If that thing is not good for me, God will not make that girl like me. So, God knows what is actually good for me. But the fact that I even asked Him about something bad, it will turn that bad to something good. So, always ask. Anything at all. Oh, the business, ask. Because God is abundant. And if you keep on training yourself to ask Him, you train yourself to realize that everything is possible for you. And abundance becomes your natural stuff. So that's for that. Another thing, man, buy expensive stuff. Just buy it. How many minutes, man?
7.
Yeah, sure. Buy expensive, just buy it. One of the best things that happened to my life was when I paid 250k to VVIP for Tara Fela Durote's contract. I could not afford it, but I got it. And it did something in my mind that made me start charging things I cannot charge. Now I've made more money than that in a single transaction. But what happened was I paid 250k VVIP, and I was in a room with about the VVIP had 250 people. So to me it was proof that 250k that is big to me. All these 250 people, 250k does not mean anything to them. And I'm literally sitting down by them side to side, and maybe the speaker says something, and that person was like, I like what that speaker. I'm like, Are you crazy? What the speaker said is basic. Me, I know it is basic because I've read the books. But to this person, it is big. So it made me realize that money is not even a factor to determine how abundant or how smart or how skilled someone is. But because I got into the room with people that have that kind of money, it made me realize that that 250k thing will be so even that 50k that I thought is a lot, it is nothing because someone that is not even as smart as me has more than that. So it made me start seeing 250k as little. So like if there's something you really want and it's expensive, put in an effort to get that thing. One of the biggest growth you have in your life is when something is expensive and you get that thing. It changes the way you see things. I mean, was it Anvitate that said something along the lines of he has got to a point in his life where everything is free to him, everything is cheap to him, because he has made some kind of money. That's the goal eventually. Like I told you guys, to God, everything is cheap. So even though you don't have the money right now, see things from the way God sees something. So you don't see something as expensive. Just see that I do not have the money, but I'm going to get that thing. As an abundant person, that's how you have to think, right? Oh, I'm so sad that that's in 7 more minutes. So yeah, buy expensive stuff, DM people, like things you're not qualified for, apply for it. I have a friend Oyoshikoya. She applies for anything and everything. She has gotten many beautiful things in her life that even though she does not believe she's qualified for that stuff, she's doing it, right? And another one, someone will come and tell you, Mo, you're fine, but I'm not fine, Jerry. My hair is scattered. Oh, Mo, I love your speech. Oh, you love my speech? Me that I was stammering. That's scarcity mindset. You cannot receive compliments. How do you want to receive money? How do you want to receive blessings from God? So like we always look at abundance from a limited mindset. Oh, money. But there's abundance in everything. So allow yourself to receive compliments, receive opportunities, receive free stuff, and give freely too. So if you see someone speak very well, walk up to them and compliment them. It is you. The whole point of abundance eventually is ensure that flow, that channel, things are always moving. As long as things are always moving, you always see enough proof that your life is abundant. So I'm telling you all these things I know on abundance because of you have to be an abundant person. This thing on the clean though. Will I still be able to do my 10 other videos?
Yes, no.
Yes now. Oh, I don't know, I'm tired already. Talking always exhausting. And I want to do 35 speeches. Another way abundance mindset is that dream big. I promise you, dreaming big is the only thing worth it. Everybody that dreams small always eventually feels sad and feel bad at the end that that dream did not do shit. And one thing I always say is no matter how big you think your dream is, still always too small. So there was a time that my dream was to hit 10k followers. Now I have 46k on Insta, I have 100k on TikTok. 10k, this one is not enough for me because of 10k followers. That was my dream. So for me now, the way I dream is the moment I have a dream, if my dream is to have 1 million, I immediately times 10 it and my dream becomes 10 million. I always say that doing too much is always better than doing too little. In this life, there is nothing like doing enough. You are either an oversabi or you are an undersabi. There's no in the middle. Go and look at it. Everybody that is rich or poor, successful or not successful, is either you are doing too much or you are doing too little. There's no in the middle. I was reading a book, I think by Daniel Hardy, and the title of the book is 10x is better than 2x. Now, in Grant Cardone's book 10x Rule, Grant Cardone talks about how it takes 10 times the effort to do something. So what do I mean? If you say you want 1 million naira, you cannot do effort of 1 million naira. You will not get it. What you need to do is do effort of 10 million naira. Do effort as if you want to get 10 million naira. That's when you actually get the 1 million naira. Because we always underestimate the effort and the actions needed to achieve something. So now that we know all this thing, my point is, whatever your goal is, let's say I want to sell 10 books. If that is your true goal, what you should be going for is, I want to sell 100 books. And the moment you start to think, how do I sell 100 books? The ideas you will have in your head will be different than if you are trying to sell 10 books. If I want to sell 10 books in a day, what I'll probably do is try to make a video that will go viral, that will get me 100k views. And out of that, 10 people will reach out and I sell it. But if I want to sell 100 books, what will come to my head is, first, let me make a video that will get me 1 million views. Then I will go to my page and I will search what are the videos I've done that has gotten me over 100k plus views. I'll look at everything. What is consistent amongst everything? Then I'll go to TikTok. I'll search books. I'll search by most popular and most relevant. I'll see the ones that have gotten up to 1 million views. Because if I have 1 million views, maybe 100 people would buy. Now, after I even do this video, I'll not only do it like that. I know that because I want to sell 100 books, like they say like they'll cut my neck or they'll kill my mommy if I don't sell 100 books. I will not only stop there. What else should I do? After trying to make a video that has done 1 million views, I will run 10 ads. And my hope is out of those 10 ads, maybe I get 10 from me, 10 from me, 10 from me, 10 from me, 10 from me. And I'll not only rely on that, I'll go and reach out to everybody that has bought stuff for me. Because somebody has bought stuff for me before means that they're more likely to buy. And I will reach out to them. Then I would also create an offer. Can you see the amount of different thinking that comes because I want to sell 100 books? But if I want to sell 10 books, I would only think. And it's simple. It's simple. If you are thinking you want to sell 10 books, and you do that effort, guess what will happen? Eventually you sell 1 book. So my point is, as an abundant person, always think big. Make sure you have a dream. Ask yourself, if you've achieved that dream, what would be your dream? That's the dream you should go for. If you go to my room right now, oh shit, let me go and get it. Yep, I got it. One of the bestest arts in the world. So this is a YouTube plaque I designed for myself that I wanted to achieve. So I designed this on my vision board. If you look at it now, it says designed to Moshe for passing 100,000 subscribers. Now, if someone will see this at the end of the year, they will think I probably failed, maybe because I did not eventually get 100,000 subscribers. But the reason I designed 100,000 subscribers is because of, deep down, the goal I actually want to achieve this year on my YouTube is what? 10,000 subscribers. But the ideas I'm thinking of, I'm releasing a show soon. The ideas I'm thinking of, the things I'm trying to do, I'm doing things that will get me 100,000 subscribers because I might not get it, but if you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you fall amongst the stars. So as an abundant person, you dream big. Every time you dream small, it is never enough. I've tried it all my life. It's never enough. It's never enough. So dream big for your own good, unless you want to keep on grinding. Another thing with dreaming big is that what has been scarce, don't you? I was listening to Additional, and he said something like, most of us think we are free, we are not. I cannot wake up today now and say I want to go to Kenya. I cannot wake up today and say I want to go to the US. It's because of my level of dream, right? But there's some people right now that they can wake up today and say they want to go to Argentina, they'll go. Can you dream that big to a point where anything you actually want to do, you can do? Because abundance is not necessarily in how much money you have. It is in, if you think a thought, how fast can you bring it to reality? God is the only person that thinks something and it becomes in reality instantaneously. The fastest thing, the closest thing you can do that will make you feel like you are honoring God is that. My thing is, are you dreaming big to a point where if you want to be somewhere today, if you want to have something today, if you want to buy that thing, can you do? That's real level of abundance. So when you start to think on that level, you realize that your goals are too small. Well, I just want to sell 10 books. It's because you are poverty is doing you. Because you want to sell 10 books. Why? Because as long as I eat, I'm okay. Or as long as I buy something for my mom, I'm okay. Don't think only about yourself. Don't think only about your family. Think about generations that will come after. Think about how can you really impact life. Like, if you decide tomorrow and I want to start an app that everybody in the world uses, can you do that? If God gives you that dream, can you do that? You can't. So, abundance mindset requires you that when you have a dream, think of the bigger version of that dream. Because even all your dreams, they are already affected by the scarcity mindset around you. The reason your dream is at a particular level, the reason somebody on my road right now, their dream is, oh, I want to be the first person to buy a car in my family. It's because of they are affected by their family. Nobody in their family has had a car. Me, my dream can never be I want to be the first person to buy a car. In fact, if I'm going to buy a car today, I'll probably not buy it because I'm thinking bigger. For me, my own might be I want to be the first person to own a private jet. But then that is also based on what? The scarcity around me. Somebody that is born in a family where private jet is the normal thing, they will not be thinking of private jet. So that's always I've always asked myself. If I achieve my dream, what will be my dream? That's how an abundant person thinks. Alright. So, how do you make this thing work for you? Abundance is like a jacket, it's like a feeling. So, abundance is actually a feeling. It's a feeling. And you felt it before your life. You felt it before your life. We've all felt it. My point is, the way to actually be abundant is ask yourself, if I had everything in the world, if I look at myself the way God sees me, what would I do in this situation? So when a brand reaches out to you, oh, I want to pay you 400k to post this content, and you deep down you want to collect 650k, you reply, I want 650k. The only reason you can reply from that angle is because of you wear your abundance jacket. So I want you to always wear it like a jacket. Put on the jacket and be like, if I'm an abundance person, what would I do? How would I respond to this email? How would I reach out to these people? Speak from that. People will feel your energy, and the laws of the universe will eventually bend in your favor. That's that. Another thing, and this is the realest one. Do you know that no matter how much we try, we would always limit God? No matter how much we try, we would always move from a scarcity mindset. No matter how much abundant you are, you will still always be moving like you're scarce. Why do I say that? The perfect version or the perfect form of abundance is God. And as long as you are not God, you can never truly understand the full form of abundance. You just can't. You're human. You remember, it's a line. Scarce, abundance. What's calling me? Remember. Oh shit.
Use the duster.
Which one? Remember, it is a line. Scarce, abundance. But remember, we said we don't know anything like this. It is just one abundance. So you are somewhere along this line. This line is infinity. It does not have an end. The end, if there's an end, the end will be God. That's what I'm saying. This is scarcity abundance. God is the most abundant being ever. As a human, wherever you are born is wherever you are born and what you see around your family is where you probably start. Now let's probably think of the richest person ever in the world. Some people say it is King Solomon. Is it the one? Some people say it's King Solomon in the Bible. Some people say John Davidson Rockefeller is the richest person ever. Some people say it is Elon Musk. Whoever. Even then, there are some level of abundance that they've never tapped to. Even Jesus, even Muhammad, there are some level of abundance that they were not able to tap to. My point is, none of us will ever reach God level of abundance. So the point is, no matter how much you try, you cannot be fully abundant. Now, your job is not to be perfect because you can never be God. Your job is just to consistently move. And the fastest way to jump from here to here, this is Elon, Jesus, Muhammad. The fastest way to jump from here, you 10K, to here, $1 million. Read books, go to podcasts, do all those things, but the fastest way is just hang out with Elon Musk for 1 week or 2 weeks. The way his brain will permeate into you, it will make you jump from here to here. You might not jump to him immediately because he has done so many things, time and things of that sort. But that. So the reason I'm saying that is exposure Exposure is the biggest. If they born you well, just travel and see what it does to you. There's a difference in the way someone that lives on the mainland think and someone that lives on the island think. Guy, every time I go to the island, I will just be seeing Benz, Range Rover, cars. And anytime I'm on the mainland, the only thing I'm seeing is Marwa, Danfo, Korope. How do you think I'll be thinking? The first time I tried in my life to say that I want to try to make 100 million was when I went to the mosque in Koi Central Mosque, and I was there for 10 days, so I slept and woke up there. And every day, the kind of cars that came to that place was Range Rover, Cybertruck, Benz, 2025 model, 2026 SUVs. And that made me actually think maybe 100 million is possible because these cars that people are bringing is actually more than 100 million. That was that time, like 2 months ago. Now I've come back to my house and all I see around is Marwa, Korope, Okada. And today somebody visited our house and the person was driving away, the person was driving a Toyota Corolla. And I was like, oh my god, no go bad if not this be my first car. Yeah, I make I just start from there. Why am I thinking like that? Because all I'm seeing around is Korope and Marwa. So at least Toyota Corolla is not bad. But can you see what is happening there? In my poor environment, what we are seeing is Okada, Keke. So me, I dream bigger and I say Toyota Corolla. And if I actually get to my mate to think I don't pop. But in the rich environment, all we are seeing is what? Range Rover, Benz, Cybertruck. And guess what? I'm not dreaming that bad as a bad. Maybe I feel start from Lexus or Benz S-Class. But my Benz S-Class and my Lexus is better than my Toyota Corolla. So one of the things exposure in the right environment will do to you is, even if you are the last position in a rich environment, you'll be better, you'll be bigger and you'll be better than the first position in a poor environment. Which is why I always be like, in your life, please don't be a local champion. I was at a speech recently and someone said, destiny is location sensitive. I used to say that, imagine if my daddy never left Kwara and moved to Lagos. Would I have written a book? Would I have 100,000 followers? Would I be inspiring people around the world? And now my daddy did that. Now it is my job to leave. Lagos is the capital of Nigeria, one of the biggest cities. So if you're talking about capitals of Africa, Lagos is that. So if I want to be at the world stage, it is probably my job and my duty to find a way to someday move to the capital of the world, UK, US, those kind of places, so that I can give my children things that they will not be able to do just because they are born in Lagos, Nigeria. I was watching a TikTok video this morning and the girl was going to watch her younger brother. Her younger brother is 15. He was taking flying lessons. So there was, this is crazy, there was a school, there were jets there, and as a 15-year-old boy, you can come and learn how to fly. And she wanted to go and see her brother. Her brother has been learning stuff. So she followed her brother. She entered the plane. The brother flew the jet into the air, came down. She was almost scared because the boy is still learning. And he came down. She posted a TikTok and he was laughing. And everybody opened that comment and everybody was just saying, God, I bet me cannot die for Shomolu. Because in Lagos, Nigeria, what you would learn instead is, oh my God, my brother is learning how to barb. My brother is learning how to sew clothes. So today, let me give him one of my material, let him sew clothes for me. But see someone that is living in the US. At 15, the boy is learning how to fly a plane. In Lagos, Nigeria, flip that 15 to 51. At 51, you can't be a pilot. There's some dreams that you cannot even have because your location does not even allow for that to happen. So I'm saying, read the books, listen to the videos, watch the podcast, think of yourself like God sees you, good, great. But one of the things you have to do the moment you can is move to a place where your dream is their normal activity. The amount of money you want to make in your life, maybe it's $10 million. Somebody spent it on jet fuel last Tuesday. if you go and hang out in that kind of place, what will happen to your brain is crazy. So I've said everything. With the best resources you have right now, try to move up the ladder. Try to move from scarce to abundant. Try to actually live a life that is breathtaking. Read the books, listen to the podcast, immerse yourself into, like, the reason I can do this, the reason I'm doing all the things I'm doing is because I just listen to people that have achieved 100 times what I've achieved, right? And you can learn from books, learn from all these things. But as soon as you can, if you can move to a place where what you want is what you are seeing, before you know it, what you are seeing is what will want you. All these things that you want, the car, it's easy. Like the way I see cars is so crazy. Some people write that their goal is to own a Mercedes Benz. My own is, haven't you ever asked? There is somebody that owns Mercedes Benz that is creating all these Mercedes Benz that all of us want. What level is that person operating at? How mad, how crazy, how big, how abundant is that person? How can you be like that? So that's all for scarcity and abundance, and I would end it with the original title, which is God has plenty it. God has plenty it. Mention me your top 3 songs of all time. Mayor.
Currently.
Of all time, like, you ever listen to your life like, God, this song too good. Then when you listen to it, you could not stop than to just be singing the songs.
I don't have songs of all time.
Oh yeah,
I only have current.
Oh yeah, currently.
This song by Georgia Music. And this, I did not say Satan.
Okay, what are you know your best movies too, your best. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So let me pick it up.
He called my name.
He called my name by who?
Georgia Music.
Georgia Music. Okay, nice. For me, I'm about to list 7 songs. These 7 songs or 11. These songs, when they were released, I promise you, I woke up that day and shouted, "This is the best song ever created in my life." Mm-hmm. And I said it for that song, and then they released another song. So, Around There by Vimo. I played that song like 9,000 times that time because I loved it. Essence by Whiskey and James. Oh my God, it's the best song in the world. Artless by Kanye West. Oh my God, it's the best song in the world. Italy by Benson. I remember I was writing exam that period. I played that song 10,000 times. I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. I love that song so much that in my dream I was singing and my roommates woke me up and slapped me down. But boy, you cannot share, right? And the way I play songs when I like them is so bad to a point where if you are around me, you will hate this song. My friends are like, "Mo, do you want me to hate Whiskey? Do you want me to hate Essence? Because I like this song, but the way you are playing it back to back to back, you will make me actually hate it because you are overplaying it." But that's how I love these songs. Now that's for songs. When we come to movies, so I can list 11 movies that I too love them. Peaky Blinders, Shirt, Game of Thrones, Power, 3 Idiots, Shower. Did you watch Shower? These movies are too good. Come to books, like I mentioned, there are 11 books that I love. Atomic Habits, Still Like an Artist, Goals by Brian Tracy, The Secret by Wonder Ban, 10x by Grant Cardone, Artist Way by Julia Cameron. These books changed my life. And the list goes on. Now my point is, there's somebody right now that wants to write the book and believe that they cannot write the book that will change the world because there are many books changing the world. These are my own best books. If I call 10,000 people and they list their own best books, they will list 11 different ones. My point exactly, God is in the business of giving it. And it is mostly when it comes to music. Somebody's favorite artist right now is Ashake. And the person who mentioned his top 10 Ashake songs and bangers. Bring another favorite person that loves Ashake. They'll list another 10 different songs. Not just Ashake, then we have Mayor Kun, then we have Whiskey, then we have Davido, then we have Burna Boy, then we have Ira Star, then we have... That's just Nigeria. Then there's South Africa, then there is Ghana, then there's Africa, then there is South Asia, there's BTS. Do you know the amount of hits that have been released in this world? A lot. Who is the source? God. All the amount of songs that have been released, so beautiful, so wonderful, Come next 10 years, come 20 years, our children and our grandchildren, they will not listen to all these songs. Them too, they will listen to their own hits and their own songs. My point exactly. God is in the business of giving out it, of giving out abundance, of giving out money, of giving out success. Back to back to back to back, because it is plenty, you know the touch am. Now you, your small little mind and your big God, you say that I don't think God can do it for me. You limit God. You love Him, but you don't really know who or what God is. Because if you do, you realize that the God that made you gave you the brains, got you through primary school, got you through secondary school. Eventually, you pass JAMB, you pass WAEC, you pass PCTME, you enter uni, you pass year 1, pass year 2, lecturers were disturbing you, you passed that year 3, year 4, you came out. God did every single one of these things for you. Now you open your mouth and say, God, I know you love me, and I love you, and I believe in you, and you did all these things for me. But God, I don't think I will get a job. And you won't. You won't. So, when you really look at it, God is a creator. And when we look at creator, not this content creator. Creator means you put out something. All of us are creators, right? And to show you, and this is what I'm ending it, to show you how God is really abundant, God did not create one fruit, created bazillions of fruit. God did not make one flower. If we list out all the flowers in the world and their different designs, they are running into infinity. God did not create one species of bird. God did not create one planet. It's to show you, God is actually showing you an example of Ide, abundance, the species in the water. There are so many you cannot even know. Abundance. So God is an artist, He's a creator, and He's doing this in abundance. And God is just using that to tell you that whatever thing it is you want to achieve in your life, it is nothing compared to what is possible. That's something that is big to you. It is nothing. So it's up to you to live an abundant life. Because every single day the world will make you live a scarcity life. The world will make you feel like life is eating at you, but I'm telling you, God has many hits, and God is ready to give you 1, give you 2, give you 10,000. Do you want it? If you want it, ask Him, He will give you. If you don't want it, stay with your messed up life, and you meet yourself there.